Did you know there's a country where $1,500 a month can get you a lifestyle most only dream of? Welcome to Cambodia, where your dollars stretch further and the possibilities for adventure are endless. Now let's talk money. Imagine living like a king on a budget that would barely cover rent in New York or London. In Cambodia, this isn't just a dream, it's everyday reality. Picture this, a luxurious apartment in the heart of Phnom Penh, the vibrant capital of Cambodia, spacious rooms, modern amenities, maybe even a rooftop pool. How much would you expect to pay? $3,000? $5,000? Try $500 a month. That's right, for the price of a tiny studio in a western city, you can live like royalty in Cambodia. But it's not just about housing. Let's take a stroll through a local market. Colors, the smells, the hustle and bustle. It's a feast for the senses. And your wallet? It's practically dancing with joy. Fresh tropical fruits, crisp vegetables, aromatic spices, all for just a few dollars. A bag full of groceries that would cost you $50 back home. Here, it's $5. Hungry? Forget about $15 sandwiches or $30 restaurant meals. In Cambodia, you can feast like a king for less than the price of a coffee in New York. Imagine sitting down to a steaming bowl of fragrant noodle soup packed with fresh herbs and tender meat. The cost? A mere $1.50. Or how about treating yourself to a full seafood dinner with a cold beer on the side? That'll set you back a whopping $10. Transportation is another area where Cambodia shines. Forget about $50 taxi rides or $100 monthly transit passes. Here you can zip around town on a tuk-tuk for $1 to $5. It's not just cheap, it's an adventure in itself. But don't just take our word for it. Let's hear from John, an American expat who's been living in Cambodia for the past 3 years. I used to work 60-hour weeks just to afford a tiny apartment in Chicago, John tells us. Now I live in a spacious 2-bedroom with a view of the Mekong River. I eat out every day, I travel on the weekends, and I'm still saving more money than I ever did back home. It's like I've discovered a cheat code for life. John's story isn't unique. All across Cambodia, expats are discovering the joy of stretching their dollars further than they ever thought possible. A comfortable life that would cost $5,000 a month in a western city can be had for $1,000 to $1,500 in Cambodia. But here's the kicker. It's not just about the money. It's about the quality of life. It's about waking up each morning to the smell of fresh bread and the sound of temple bells. It's about having the time and resources to explore ancient ruins, pristine beaches, and vibrant markets. It's about being able to afford experiences that would be out of reach in most other countries. With just $1,500 a month, you can live a life of luxury that would cost 10 times as much back home. You can dine at top restaurants, hire a personal trainer, get weekly massages, and still have money left over for weekend getaways to tropical islands. But Cambodia isn't just about affordable living and beautiful landscapes. It's also a country pulsing with youthful energy and vibrant nightlife that'll make your heart race. Did you know the median age in Cambodia is just 25? This demographic creates an atmosphere of endless possibilities and excitement. Let's dive into the electrifying social scene of Phnom Penh and Siem Reap. Picture yourself strolling down the famous pub street in Siem Reap. The air is alive with music, laughter, and the tantalizing aroma of street food. Neon lights paint the night in a kaleidoscope of colors as young locals and adventurous travelers mingle in a melting pot of cultures. In Phnom Penh, the capital city, the nightlife is equally captivating. Rooftop bars offer breathtaking views of the city skyline, while underground clubs pulse with the latest beats. Whether you're in the mood for a sophisticated cocktail lounge or a high-energy dance floor, Phnom Penh has it all. But it's not just about the bars and clubs. Cambodia's social scene is characterized by a warmth and openness that's truly unique. Cambodians are known for their friendly nature and eagerness to connect with foreigners. Don't be surprised if you find yourself invited to join a group of locals for a drink or a meal within minutes of striking up a conversation. One expat we spoke to, Tom from Australia, shared his experience. I've never felt so welcome in a foreign country. The people here are incredibly friendly and always eager to chat. I've made more genuine connections in 6 months here than I did in years back home. Now let's hear from some young Cambodian women about their views on dating and relationships. Mai, a 24-year-old university student, told us, "I'm looking for someone who respects our culture but also brings new perspectives. Dating a foreigner can be exciting because it's a chance to learn about different ways of life. life. Sofa, a 27-year-old entrepreneur, shared a similar sentiment. For me, it's about finding a genuine connection. I value sincerity and stability in a relationship. Many Cambodian women are very family-oriented, so we're often looking for partners who share those values. These perspectives offer a glimpse into the complex and nuanced dating scene in Cambodia. While many young Cambodian women are open to relationships with foreigners, they're often seeking meaningful connections rather than fleeting encounters, and the social gatherings in Cambodia are a sight to behold. From lively beach parties on the islands of Koh Rong to traditional festivals in rural villages, there's always an opportunity to immerse yourself in the local culture. You might find yourself joining in a traditional Khmer dance, sampling exotic street food, or engaging in deep conversations about life and love with new friends from around the world. One of the most striking aspects of Cambodia's social scene is the seamless blend of tradition and modernity. In one moment, you might be participating in a centuries-old ritual at a local temple, and in the next, you're sipping cocktails at a trendy rooftop bar with views of ancient pagodas. This unique mix creates an atmosphere of constant discovery and excitement. Every interaction, every outing, every new friendship has the potential to open your eyes to new perspectives and experiences. Now that we've experienced the vibrant social scene and affordable luxury of Cambodia, it's time to explore the country's breathtaking natural and cultural wonders. Did you know Cambodia is home to one of the world's most impressive religious monuments? We're talking about Angkor Wat, a massive temple complex that stretches over 400 acres. Imagine standing before this ancient marvel, its towering spires reaching towards the heavens. Built in the 12th century, Angkor Wat is more than just a temple. It's a testament to human ingenuity and spiritual devotion. As you walk through its intricately carved corridors, you'll feel like you've stepped back in time. The sheer scale of Angkor Wat is mind-boggling. It's so big you could spend days exploring and still not see everything. But Angkor Wat is just the beginning of Cambodia's wonders. Let's take a journey to Tonle Sap Lake, the largest freshwater lake in Southeast Asia. This isn't your average lake. It's a living, breathing ecosystem that supports millions of Cambodians. Picture entire villages floating on the water with houses, schools, and even shops bobbing gently on the surface. It's a way of life that's existed for centuries, adapting to the lake's dramatic seasonal changes. From Tonle Sap, we'll follow the mighty Mekong River as it winds its way through Cambodia. This isn't just any river, it's the lifeblood of Southeast Asia. The Mekong teems with an incredible variety of fish, supporting both local fishermen and the country's agriculture. As you cruise along its waters, you'll see a snapshot of rural Cambodian life. Farmers tending to their rice paddies, children playing on the riverbanks, and fishermen casting their nets. And now, who's ready for some beach time? Let's head to the islands of Koh Rong and Koh Rong Sanlum. Forget about overcrowded, overpriced beaches in Thailand or Bali. These Cambodian islands offer pristine white sand beaches and crystal clear turquoise waters at a fraction of the cost. Imagine waking up in a beachside bungalow, stepping out onto soft sand and diving into warm tropical waters. And the best part, you might have the whole beach to yourself. But Cambodia's wonders aren't limited to ancient temples and tropical beaches. Let's take a trip to Battambang, a city that feels like it's been frozen in time. French colonial buildings line the streets, offering a glimpse into Cambodia's complex history. But the real attraction here is something you won't find anywhere else: the bamboo train. Picture this, a small bamboo platform on wheels powered by a tiny engine, zipping along abandoned railway tracks through the lush Cambodian countryside. It's a thrilling ride that perfectly captures the spirit of Cambodian ingenuity and adventure. As you explore these wonders, you'll notice something remarkable: the affordability. While tourists pay hundreds of dollars a day to visit overcrowded beaches in neighboring countries, you can lounge on a pristine Cambodian beach for the price of a coffee back home. A guided tour of Angkor Wat might cost less than a night out in a western city. And that bamboo train ride, it's cheaper than a movie ticket. But it's not just about saving money, it's about the experiences you can have and the connections you can make. Imagine chatting with a monk at Angkor Wat, learning about Buddhism and the temple's history, or sharing a meal with a family in a floating village on Tonle Sap, gaining insight into a way of life that's existed for generations. These are the kind of authentic, meaningful experiences that make travel truly transformative. Now that we've explored Cambodia's natural wonders and vibrant culture, it's time to discuss one of the country's most captivating aspects: Cambodian women. Known for their exotic beauty and traditional values, these women have caught the attention of men worldwide. Cambodian women are often described as having dark skin, black hair, and petite figures. These features, combined with their warm smiles and gentle demeanor, create an allure that many find irresistible. But beauty in Cambodia isn't just about physical appearance. It's a complex interplay of cultural values, societal norms, and changing ideals. In Cambodia, as in many Asian countries, fair skin is highly prized. It's seen as a sign of higher social status, leading many women to use skin-lightening products. This trend reflects the influence of Western beauty standards, which have made their way into Cambodian society. You'll often see billboards and advertisements featuring light-skinned models reinforcing this beauty ideal. But it's not just about skin color. Cambodian beauty standards also emphasize slender figures. There's significant pressure on women to maintain a very thin physique, sometimes leading to unhealthy body image issues. It's a stark contrast to the curvier figures often celebrated in Western media. Interestingly, cosmetic surgery is becoming increasingly popular among Cambodian women. Procedures like double eyelid surgery and nose jobs are on the rise as some women seek to conform to westernized beauty ideals. It's a testament to the changing face of beauty in Cambodia, where traditional and modern standards often collide. But Cambodian women are so much more than their physical appearance. Many hold deep-rooted traditional values that shape their worldview and relationships. Family is paramount in Cambodian culture, with women often serving as the primary caregivers and decision-makers in the household. They balance these responsibilities with aspirations for education and professional growth, creating a unique blend of traditional and modern mindsets. To get a better understanding, let's hear from some Cambodian women themselves. Sophia, a 26-year-old office worker in Phnom Penh, shared her thoughts. "For me, a good relationship is built on mutual respect and understanding. I want a partner who values my culture and traditions, but also supports my dreams and ambitions." Chanta, a 30-year-old entrepreneur, added, "Cambodian women are strong and resilient. We've overcome so much as a country, and that strength is reflected in our relationships. We're looking for partners who appreciate our strength and stand beside us as equals." These sentiments reflect the changing dynamics in Cambodian society. While traditional values remain important, many women are seeking partners who respect their independence and support their goals. It's a delicate balance between honoring cultural heritage and embracing modern aspirations. Education is increasingly important for Cambodian women, with literacy rates improving over the years. This access to education is enhancing their career prospects and social mobility, creating a generation of women who are ambitious, educated, and worldly. Despite these changes, certain characteristics remain highly valued in Cambodian culture. Politeness and humility are seen as essential traits, particularly in women. Cambodian women are often described as soft-spoken and well-mannered, reflecting the cultural emphasis on respect and modesty. The influence of Theravada Buddhism also plays a significant role in shaping the values and practices of Cambodian women. Many regularly visit temples for prayer and offerings, incorporating spiritual practices into their daily lives. This religious influence often contributes to their serene and compassionate nature. It's important to note that while Cambodia offers many opportunities for meaningful connections, there are challenges to be aware of. The country is still developing, and issues like limited access to higher education and job opportunities for women persist. However, efforts are being made by the government and NGOs to empower women and promote their rights. Now that we've painted a picture of Cambodia's allure, it's time to get real. Living in this Southeast Asian paradise isn't all sunshine and cheap beers. There are challenges you need to know about before packing your bags. Let's talk language. While English is becoming more common, especially in tourist areas, you'll find that only about 25% of Cambodians speak it. Outside the cities? Good luck. You might find yourself playing an intense game of charades just to buy groceries. Learning Khmer, the local language, isn't a walk in the park either. It's got a complex alphabet and tonal system that'll make your head spin. But hey, at least you won't have trouble with the currency, right? Wrong. Cambodia uses a dual currency system with both Cambodian riel and US dollars. Sounds convenient, but it can be confusing. You might pay for something in dollars and get change in riel. It's like playing a never-ending game of currency conversion. Now let's talk about getting around. Remember those those smooth highways you're used to. Forget them. Cambodia's infrastructure is still developing, which means bumpy roads and longer travel times. That 2-hour trip on Google Maps, it might take 4. And don't even get me started on the traffic in Phnom Penh. It's like a real-life game of Frogger, but with tuk-tuks and motorbikes. Healthcare is another area where Cambodia is still catching up. While you can find decent hospitals in major cities, they might not meet the standards you're used to. Got a serious health issue, you might find yourself on a plane to Bangkok or Singapore. And health insurance? It's not just recommended, it's essential. But it's not all doom and gloom. Cambodia's visa system is surprisingly straightforward. Most foreigners can get a tourist visa on arrival or apply for an e-visa online. And if you fall in love with the place, you can often convert your tourist visa into a longer-term one without leaving the country. It's like Cambodia is saying, come for a week, stay for a year. Speaking of staying, let's talk about respecting local customs. Cambodia is a conservative country with deep-rooted traditions. That shirt you wear to the beach back home, it might not fly at a temple, and public displays of affection, keep them to a minimum unless you want to cause a scene. This is especially important when it comes to relationships. Dating in Cambodia isn't like swiping right in New York. Many Cambodian women are looking for serious, long-term relationships. If you're not prepared for that, it's best to be upfront. And remember, while the bar scene might be lively, treating people with respect is non-negotiable. Now, you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I make money in Cambodia? Job opportunities for foreigners are limited, but they do exist. Teaching English is a popular option, with many language schools in cities like Phnom Penh and Siem Reap. If you've got entrepreneurial spirit, Cambodia's growing economy offers opportunities to start your own business. Just be prepared for some bureaucratic hurdles. Despite these challenges, many expats find life in Cambodia incredibly rewarding. The key is to approach it with respect, understanding, and realistic expectations. Cambodia isn't a playground for foreigners to act out their fantasies. It's a real country with real people facing real challenges.